and welcome to Inspiring Moments. I'm your host, Dr. Amy Himes, and I'm so grateful and excited that you've decided to join us today. Now, this show is about helping you to create the mindset to reach abundant success, and I invite you to join me on this journey to success, wealth, and inner peace. Now, I'm a practicing organizational psychologist, I'm an author and success coach, and I concentrate all of my efforts on helping others to enhance their self-concept and make positive changes in order to reach their true potential. And this show is about inspiring you to reach for the stars. Now, on the show, we'll be bringing you messages of inspiration, hope, and actually helping you to get to where you want to be. And we'll do this by sharing classic success strategies that will help to enhance your mindset and encourage you to step out of your comfort zone and into the realm of pure possibilities. And we'll do this by sharing knowledge, tips, and techniques from physicians and other medical practitioners, business owners and corporate leaders, life coaches, mental health professionals, and individuals who can actually help you to succeed, and individuals who have made it through some tremendous adversities in life. And today we'll be talking about goal setting for success and discussing how to set appropriate goals to reach your dreams and desires. And I'll be sharing some strategies with you today that will be sure to motivate you to take action towards your life dreams. Now, let's talk a little bit about goal setting. Now, goal setting strategy is generally accepted as one of the most valid and useful motivation techniques in both personal development and sports psychology. And much of goal setting research is actually connected to motivation in sports and business management. Now, an effective goal is whatever you decide is important to you, not what is important to me or to anyone else. Now, goal setting is the process of setting targets for accomplishment, including what you desire, how you plan to accomplish it, and then when you will complete those objectives. Now, goal setting is so powerful because it will provide you with focus. It's also a way to shape your dreams and will give you the ability to hone in on the exact task and actions you'll need to perform in order to achieve the things you desire in life. Now, goal setting done the correct way is actually a method to prepare yourself when the opportunity comes. Now, some major benefits of goal setting includes things like it serves as a tool to motivate you, and you will notice actually an increase in your energy level. You know, it can actually relieve boredom by always having something to focus on. When you have a goal, you have something to focus on, and with that goal, it actually outlines exactly what you're expecting out of life, and then it puts some drive and passion into you, which then you can transfer that into your life. So it also gives you direction, which is another big benefit of goal setting. It gives you direction in all areas of your life. That's personal, career, spiritual, and then those material goods. We all want to have material goods, and which all of this will actually give you purpose in life and help you to be less stressed. When you have a plan, it helps you actually to be less stressed. And, you know, also it will help you to get closer to reaching self-actualization, because really that's what we all are striving for, self-actualization or happiness. Now, not having goals is similar to, I always say, similar to sailing a ship across the Atlantic without a map. Can you imagine what that is? What's that like? Or trying to drive on a trip, not knowing where you're going and not having a map or GPS. Now, goals like maps help you to get to your destination much faster than sailing through life aimlessly. Now, actually, the most current research on goal setting demonstrates that establishing clear-cut goals and a clear roadmap to accomplish those goals will in fact contribute to a greater chance of achieving those goals and also help to live a better life. And this is why goal setting is so important to us as success coaches, and psychologists. Now, also, for a long time, psychology was focused just on studying our human shortages, things like diseases and mental disorder and what's actually wrong with us. But now, instead of focusing on our negative, psychology now is trying to focus more on our natural strengths and talents. So today, we're actually aiming towards more of a positive psychology, which is the scientific study of optimal human functioning. And positive psychology actually aims to discover and promote the factors that allow us to thrive. And it's about getting to a place of happiness. And setting goals actually helps us to get there. Now, this is so important because medical researchers have actually discovered that being truly happy produces wonderful health benefits, to include things like a reduced risk of heart disease, cancer, and also being susceptible to other illnesses. Now, these studies also show that people who are unhappy or depressed experience a higher rate of inflammation in their circulatory system, which is a major contributor to strokes and heart attacks. And I know you don't want that to happen. Now, let me tell you, in my years of studying psychology, success strategies, and personal development theories, I've discovered that successful people almost always have certain things in common. Now, let me share some of those with you. First and foremost, they are goal-oriented, and they usually have written goals. Second, they usually have a success or prosperous mindset, and they also hang around with other like-minded successful people. Third, they have unbelievable laser focus, and also they take effective action, and that means taking small steps every day towards achieving the things you truly desire in life. So I guess I should ask you the big $1,000,000 question, and that is, what are some of your life dreams? Do you have life goals? And do you actually write them down? Well, think about that for a moment, because we have a lot that we're going to share with you. And we're going to take a quick break in a few minutes. But before we do that, again, I want to ask you to get a paper and pencil, because when we come back, I'll share with you some specific steps for you to follow in the goal setting process. And I'll give you some help in establishing those goals by giving you some straightforward steps to guide you through the goal setting process. So get your paper and pencil, and when we come back, we're going to share those steps, and we'll be right back. Well, welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Dr. Amy, and today we're talking about goal setting for success. And in this segment of the show, as promised, I'm going to share with you how to get started developing your goals. But before I do that, let me share some goal setting statistics with you. Did you know that according to the best research, less than 3% of Americans have written goals? Yeah, and less than 1% review and rewrite their goals on a regular basis. Yes, that's factual. And if you are one of those statistics, I have some good news for you today. You can make a change starting today. You can change your destiny in life by developing a few goals and working towards them. I always say it's like a butterfly. I believe butterflies are like a renewal, starting anew. So you can start anew today. So what we're going to do right now, I'm going to share with you some goal setting steps. And so I'm going to share some simple strategies with you and to help you create your success action plan. Now, the very first thing that you must do when you're starting to develop your goals is to dream big. Dream of everything you want and have always wanted in every facet of your life. Can you do that? Put no limits on yourself at all. Just ask yourself, what would I attempt to do if I knew I could not fail? Let me say that again. What would you actually attempt to do if you knew you couldn't fail? Also ask yourself, what would I want for my life if I knew I could have it? So you have to allow yourself to dream like you did as a child. Let your imagination run wild. And after you get done doing that, then write your ideas down on paper. And from there, you'll decide which one of those goals are the most important to you. So here are the steps that I want you to follow. Number one, Write your goals down on paper and ask yourself, what are some of the financial desires that you have? Some of your career goals, educational endeavors, family dreams, and material goods that you desire for yourself and your family. And when you're doing this, I want you to be precise in what you want. The more clearly defined your goal is, the easier it will be to attain it. To just say you want to buy a house is not specific enough. You will need to specify exactly what type of house you desire, where you would like it to be, the size house you are desiring, meaning like how many square feet do you want? Do you want a pool? Do you want a big door? You have to dream big. How much can you actually afford? So be specific when you're writing down your dreams. As you can see, there are lots of questions that you must ask yourself when you're starting the goal setting process. Now, the more questions you ask, the clearer your goals will be. So write down those goals and put a time frame that you expect to complete the goal. This is also very important. Put a time frame on it. When do you want these things to be completed? In the next 30 to 90 days? That would be a short-term goal. Is it a 2 to 5 year goal? Or is it a long-term goal of 10 or more years? You decide which goals you want to accomplish and when, and write it down. Now, once you know the exact outcome you want, you'll be able to create an action plan that will ensure your success. Now, that was step number 1, but we're not done yet. Step number 2 is what you're going to need to do is write a paragraph or 2, if you need more, describing exactly why you absolutely must attain those goals. What would be the benefits of attaining those goals that you wrote down in number 1? And how would you feel when they're accomplished? Start to think about that and feel how it would feel. Would your self-esteem be increased? How? How would it actually be increased? What results would you get from reaching some of those goals in number 1? Ask yourself, would you be earning more money? Would your family and friends be proud of you? How would that then actually make you feel? And once you get an answer, write it down. And then as a part of step 2, I want you to write another paragraph. But this time, I want you to write a paragraph explaining what would happen if you do not attain those goals. Have you ever thought about that? Write that down too. How would that make you feel? How would that actually impact the lifestyle that you're dreaming about? Remember, I told you to dream big like you did when you were a kid. Now, the more emotion you put behind the reasons why you must succeed and why you must not fail, the more committed you will become to attaining those goals. But we're not done yet. Step 3, now what I would like for you to do is you have to go back. You have to go back to the list and then write down the obstacles and challenges that you know you have to overcome to achieve those goals. Now, why this is important? It's important because knowing what the challenges and obstacles are up front and early on will allow you to brainstorm solutions, with your partner or with a success coach to help you to brainstorm some solutions to those challenges. Step number 4, identify the people, the resources, and the groups you need to work with to assist you in achieving those goals. Now, none of us can actually reach success by ourselves. So identify those people and resources and groups that can actually help you. Check out the internet. Look for support groups, other people who are trying to achieve some of the same things that you want. You'll be amazed how many people out there are possibly trying to do the same things that you're doing. But we're not done yet. Step number 5 is you must take action. So many people have lists and they don't take any action. So what you're going to do that's going to be a little different is you're going to begin to align your thoughts, your behavior, and your actions with the goals that you stated. And also what I'm going to ask you to do is start to visualize yourself succeeding at those goals. And as you go along, you need to manage your daily tasks and level of negativity coming into your life. When you have people telling you what you cannot do, you go back to your goals list and say, yeah, I'm going to achieve these things. It might be 5 years from now, it might be 10 years from now, but I have a plan of action to get it done. Also, I'm going to challenge you to keep a journal. Keep a journal of your desired results. And step number 6 is, this is a big one, start preparing for the success you desire. I want you to celebrate the small successes along the way. Change your attitude. Make your attitude and your actions align with the success that you desire. Also, you will probably need to adopt a new belief system, because if you don't believe that you will succeed, I can tell you, you won't. And that supports, you want to do things that supports your goals. So start acting today in the manner that you want to become tomorrow. And I'm going to say that again. It's important to start acting today in the manner that you want for the future. Remember, success begins in the mind. All you have to do is to set a few goals for whatever you desire, make a plan as to how you're going to achieve it, and then work the plan until you succeed at it. And it's that simple. Now, this will take some work, of course. It will take some work. It will take dedication, diligence, persistence, and focus on your part. But I can guarantee you that it will be worth the effort when your dreams start to come to life. So utilize these steps that we've given to you. I can tell you from many of my patients and clients that I work with, they work. You just have to take action. So we're going to go into another quick break right now. And when we come back, I'll share with you some of my final thoughts on this topic to help you get started today in creating your very own success action plan. So make sure, prepare your mind right now to take the steps that I'm recommending to you. And we'll be right back. Well, welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Dr. Amy Himes, and we're so happy that you stuck with us here. Now, let me tell you something here as I share my final thoughts. You know, butterflies are a symbol of hope, joy, and a new beginning. Like the silkworm, you have to build a cocoon around yourself. And with written goals, you can do that and burst out of your own cocoon and come out as the beautiful butterfly that you truly are. But remember, in order to have more, you have to become more. So here are some things that's important. Remember, you have to clarify your desires. You have to create your success action plan, start preparing for the success you desire, and you must define the success for yourself. So I'm going to continue to repeat that over and over to you so you can know to take those steps. Now, let me share something else with you. The human mind is an amazing thing. It can store practically unlimited amounts of information. It can critically analyze the most complex of problems while still functioning as it should. It can distill millions of bits of information into a single thought or feeling. Yet, just like a sophisticated computer or a powerful machine, you must learn how it works to take full advantage of its potential. Now listen to this, because what I'm about to tell you is profound, but this little known fact about your mind. Listen to this. If you will learn to take advantage of this rather small idea, you can harness the incredible power of your mind. Here it is. Your mind can only focus on one thing at a time. Did you know that? The human mind, with all of its amazing capacity, simply cannot concentrate on more than one thing at a time. So what we have to do is we have to trick our mind, and we have to trick it and decide what will get our attention, and then we have to keep focus on that thing and keep focus on what's important to us. We have to learn to discipline our mind, and the ways that you can do that is give your mind a brand new positive and empowering shift. Focus on what you actually want to happen and allow your mind to grow. Give your mind a target to hit, and I can guarantee you if you do that, your subconscious mind will go out to work for you to hit those targets. Now, a major key to success is that you must keep your thoughts focused on what you want and avoid thinking about what you don't want. Start setting and achieving those goals because it's important. It's an important aspect of personal growth and development. And your ability to set goals and make plans for their accomplishment is a major ingredient to success. Actually, let me tell you, becoming an expert at goal setting is the single most important skill that you must learn. That's if you want to reach a high level of success. So you must perfect it if you want to fulfill your true potential. Ideally, every goal you set should work to further your life purpose. When you are clear on your purpose in life and know where you're headed, you are definitely on the road to success. And you will reach your destination. I can promise you that. And the payoff for setting goals and making plans is being able to choose the kind of life you want to live. Now, wouldn't that be a nice thing? You set these goals and then you have plans and one day you reach it. Whether it's 30-day goals, 90-day goals, a year, 2 or 5 years. What are you dreaming of these days? Do you want to complete that education? Do you need to start just one class at a time? What is it that you can do? And I'm telling you, you can do this if you follow the plan. Just follow the steps given to you today and master the strategies provided so you can experience all of the abundance you deserve. But just remember to define your dream precisely and review your goals often. Remember, make your goals inspirational. You want to challenge yourself. Define your goals with clarity and then constantly evaluate your progress and never lose sight of your goals. That's one thing that causes people to fail. They lose sight of the target or lose sight of the goal. And do not procrastinate. Take action starting today. Remember, a goal is just a dream, but it becomes that written goal, I should say, when you have a date attached to it. Until you assign a date for completion of your goals, they're just fantasy dreams. Remember, we create a new tomorrow by what we dream today. So in closing, I want to say thank you for tuning in to the show today, and I invite you to visit me on the web at amyhymes.com. And remember, I ask you to send me your emails at Dr. Amy, and that's DRAMY, at AMYHYMES.com. Send me your comments about your thoughts on the show and topics that you would like to hear about for future shows. I also want to say thank you to my crew, to my assistant Nicole, and to my biggest fan of all, my dad down in Charleston, South Carolina. So I say, live big, dream big, and become the person that you want to be. I am Dr. Amy Hymes, and we'll see you next time on Inspiring Moments.